When I was in Delhi, I was with Imamura-san from Wondersight and Boon Hui from the Singapore Art Museum, and we were having discussions about Utopia, a roving visual arts project for the Asia-Pacific region. Our model is elastic, and it was partly inspired by Manifesta in Europe. In fact, Rax curated Manifesta 7 in Bolzano, Italy in 2008, and one of their programs was a gigantic cook-off for artists, the perfect gesture for inclusivity and conviviality. A generative and itinerant platform for engagement, Utopia is a network of cities who converse and collaborate. So far, it includes Melbourne, Tokyo, Singapore, Seoul and New Delhi. And this is Songwoo Bak's signboard, perched in a wasteland on the fringe of the city, on the outskirts of production, popping up out of nowhere. Utopia is a multilateral platform for regional engagement, a project that changes its destination and is responsive to the place and needs of particular cities. Utopia aspires to complement the existing and well-serviced Biennale circuit with a more speculative and propositional model. Initially, we were inspired by the peripatetic dimension of Manifesta, but given excessive resourcing required to mount and sustain a major event and the ample Biennale circuit, we have developed a more incursive way of working, a kind of cultural insurgency. We're developing affiliations with festivals, at this point with the Melbourne Festival, the art fairs, biennales and conferences, finding ways to infiltrate existing systems. Utopia operates as an incubator for cross-cultural ideas, thinking and working methodologies. For the Melbourne Festival, we've curated a pilot or pop-up project whereby each Utopia partner nominated 2 moving image works for inclusion in a screening program called Intimate Publics.
Utopia, to us, it's not about the end point, it's about the fact that you desire. There is something that you feel is absolutely necessary and you need to work towards it. It doesn't mean that you necessarily reach that point. As a museum, we focus most of our energies on contemporary Southeast Asian art, with some attention given to the art of wider Asia. So right from the beginning, we are a museum about the other Asia. When people talk about the rise of contemporary Southeast Asian art, just read Melissa Chiu's 2 books that have just come out. They are my favorite whipping boys at the moment. You will discover contemporary Asian art means literally China and India. And when they talk about South Asia, they conveniently forget places like Bangladesh, which has one of the most important photographic traditions in the world now, and some of the most important events. So that Utopia for us starts with these blanks, these absences and silences. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that all of us who work in post-colonial societies, societies that do not have the benefit of being what we call prime movers, including Australia and New Zealand, we are always, all our art history is haunted by the myth of authentic origination. That what is authentic, that the real art, the real innovation, whether it's real conceptual art, real installation, came to us from somewhere else, and hence because of that, what we have, no matter how hard our curators and our artists try, is never as good as the real thing, or in this case, the original thing.